First time I moved out, I was a little scared.
First time I fell in love, it was magical.
Sarah and Jessie, they're my older sisters. They moved out, so I wanted to move out.
I'll tell you my first something.
I'll never forget the first time I met my wife, Laura.
And then from there, I think extended family asked us if we would consider a family home.
I was 7 when I left Portugal. It was scary to move to a different country.
The moment my first child was born changed my understanding of what love really was.
A journey. It started in the simple things. It started the day that I started to understand people is more than a diagnosis.
First time I moved out, I was a little scared. I didn't know where I was going. I was shaking, missing my cats, missing my granddad, missing everyone. Two, three, 4. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to take my coat off, getting myself flustered, the anxiety problems, pulling my hair sometimes because it wasn't my muscles weren't doing what I asked them to. Focus to my sitting, and here we go. Well done. I'm in control of my body. My muscles are not in control of me. Now I'm able to use my electric chair, taking the recycling out, putting my own coat on, flicking my own TV channel. It gives me a sense of holiness, a sense of God's really being there. Even though I have cerebral palsy, I should not be afraid.
Can you take him outside? I'm gonna dance hello. Hello, there you go.
I'm 44 years old. And for me, I want someone to understand me and want to be with me.
She's my girlfriend, and I believe in her, and I trust her.
The first time I saw him, when I saw his smiling face, and I thought, there's no hope for me. It was the way he said things, like beautiful words. I had a right to have a life.
I understand that, yeah.
With you, nobody else. I was living with my sister, Pippa, and she made it happen, like real magical kind of thing. We had dinner together, and boy, it was beautiful.
I want to make her happy.
Then again, I was dancing with him, and it was so cute. Oh my God, he's amazing. He took my hand and twirled me like a top. It was gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Thank you, Princess.
Oh. my prince. And then after a while, he actually reached over to me and held my hand. And then he went like this. And I thought, I'm so happy I have a wonderful boyfriend. It's fantastic.
Yes, she is. She is.
You know, genuine.
I can't believe that you did that for me.
Oh,
He's wild.
Isn't it lovely?
Yeah. Isn't it lovely, Emma?
That you did that for me?
Yep.
Oh, Leslie. You're sweet now.
Thank you, Emma.
Me and my boyfriend run this. We both run Games Club on Thursdays at Stony Park Community Center. Oh man, this is awesome. You want me to knock it over anyways?
Yeah, I just knock it over, we can restart.
Oh yeah, watch out.
Move your hands on you.
We have Hungry Hungry Hippo, we have Blockus, we have Spot It,
I know we have trouble.
Punk, Trouble, that's all, and then cards if people want to play cards. People are welcome to come in and we put their names, we write their names on attendance. I can't do that. I'm having fun right now. I actually miss doing this on Mondays.
We used to play this when they were younger. We would play it very often.
I used to get angry a lot. I'm nervous about anger with my roommate. If me and my roommate don't get along, we don't know what to do. If anything happens, I might get kicked out or something. There you go, Mom.
Thank you, Mary.
Yep, you're welcome. Oh, I have another paid position for the summer.
Yeah.
Uptown Waterloo, they're asking me to work with little kids.
Oh, very nice.
On Thursdays, 5 to 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Mom, how much school company?
Oh, not very much. There's just the three of us.
I lived with my mom and dad for 16 years. Do you want me to start turning them on? I moved out in my 20s. I found a roommate. Her name's Erica. Oh, so it's ready. Yeah. Okay. My mom helps me with money, cooking, and groceries. In the drawer? Okay. Sarah and Jessie, they're my older sisters. They moved out, so I wanted to move out. Are we serving out here? No. Out there? Yeah. Okay. I went to Zambia for a mission trip for a year.
So where we got to live was actually a skills training center.
Where? Can I see it? Go back. Oh, that one?
No, this one. Oh yeah, that one.
Oh, that one.
You found the pictures of Africa?
Yeah.
Did you?
The photos.
Oh yeah.
That's you and
The grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all right, Mom. I go to my mom's on Mondays for dinners, birthday parties, and holidays. That's what you guys taught us to do.
All my life I've been walking around with a hole in my heart. For so long I was, pushed down and, being told that, I'm not good enough. I was at Wales for, I think like 5 years or something like that. I wanted to go out and work or volunteer or something like that, but I didn't quite know where, because I am Native. I was expressing my desire to go to powwows and go to any Aboriginal groups and stuff. Angela, a facilitator at Wales, helped me find this place.
I do have
Where did you park it?
next to the car. I cut it outside. Beep beep.
I volunteer here 4 times a week. We have a whole wide range of services for people. What is the most amazing thing is when I come here and it just feels like I've come back home. I've found pieces that were missing, like piece by piece. My heart is starting to become whole again. I have gained so many like aunts and uncles and grandmothers and all those things under one roof. It's pretty amazing. Because I'm being told or shown that, you know, I am good, and I can really truly believe them, and they're not lying to me, that I have that, I can just be me and I can just show them my gift.
The thing is, I understood all that. He goes swimming every week, and he was playing ball with a family, I'm assuming. And there was a little baby in there, and he went, "Hi, baby," and the baby went back. That's the cutest thing I've ever heard.
Anger, fear, and cat.
Angie, Julia, and the cat are going to be here at the party.
Okay. And ice cream cake.
There's going to be ice cream cake.
And cookie cake.
Is there going to be ice cream cake?
And hat.
Trifle.
Yeah, you can, man. Okay.
Can you do a layer of chocolate cake?
Cake, okay.
Yep.
It was only Jamie and I at the time.
We lived in a little 3-bedroom bungalow in Kitchener, and Randy moved in there, and at 21 or 2 years ago,
21 this summer.
21 years ago.
Yeah.
And
then 2 years later, Keith moved in as well. And then the kids came along, but first the 2 boys, and then Julia, and then Angie, but all they ever knew was that they had these 2 big brothers.
When we built this house, I've never had a dishwasher in my life, right? So when we built the house, I said, I don't want a dishwasher. Because I want my kids to
Because I married one.
learn chores. And I think it's worked out well.
Therapeutic.
Because the kids aren't here helping us right now.
when Laura came to me after we were married and said, you know, what do you think about bringing in a home share? I just, like with most things with Laura, I just felt it was probably the best idea. So
it's not something we talked about before we got married,
No.
or, you know, we didn't plan it for sure. It just kind of happened. And it's just amazing how those years fly by, right?
Yeah.
And now we're 21 years coming up this summer.
I love you.
I just started this past summer, so not a year yet, but almost to a year. Try to come twice a week if I can, fit it in. It's fun, it's exciting. Get your muscles going, get your muscles working. Good to come with my friends.
Hey.
I was 7 years old when I came to Canada. I left family in Portugal behind. It was really hard to move to a different country to get used to the environment and the language of being a Canadian. I lost my dad. My dad passed away when I was young. And every time I wake up in the morning, I feel really happy and excited because I feel like he's there with me. And it's really comforting to feel that somebody that was part of my life is seeing how far I've come in this journey.
The moment my first child was born changed my understanding of what love really was. I think I had grown up thinking that it was more of like a pie where it comes out in portions and you can give out what you have, but eventually your pie runs out. And sort of in the instant that my first child came into the world, it all kind of just clicked and made sense to me. I remember growing up, a conversation with my dad. I think we were driving, and I was around 10, and I think I'd been learning some of the bad things going on in the world and all that stuff. And so I asked my dad, I said, what happens if I do any of this stuff? What are you and Mom gonna say? And he very easily replied, he said, this might be hard, we might have a hard time with it, but you need to know that we're your parents, you're our son, and we will always love you. And that just kind of came to me when my child was born, and that just made sense. And I decided that that's what I want to be like for my own kids. And with each kid that keeps coming, I understand love continues to grow. It's continuing. It's not something that I'm going to run out of. It's something that I can continue to expand for each person that's in my life. And that shift for me, it made me understand relationships differently. It made me understand my family and my friends differently. It made me understand my faith so much deeper. It made me understand how I work and the people I work with, the families that I work with. He's a ghost. Let's see if our friend Sean's around yet. And it made me see how love can really be something that continues to grow and change for everybody.
Yeah, man.
Wanna check?
Did you get my message?
No.
We got one from...
I left you one on yourself too.
What?
I left one on yourself for you.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Hey, no worries.
I had to go, I went all the way to the gas station, forgot my wallet, had to go all the way home, tried to get back to the bus. I got to the bus, the driver went right past me.
Oh, really?
So I had to walk it all the way from the bus up to the gas station again, get my smokes. Had to catch the next 7 all the way down here. That's why I'm just getting here now.
That's okay.
Can I get a kiss?
Okay.
Oh,
What?
I hate to do this to you.
That's okay.
Can I come back to your house?
Yes.
Because then you're going to have to re-shower.
Yes, you can.
And anyone know how to get coffee stains out of shirts? Because I spilled coffee on my shirt this morning. 4 o'clock.
One of the elements of my work that I like the best is that I get to see relationships and how strong they can be and how much people can give of themselves. And that's just a day-to-day thing that we get to be a part of. And that's something that it just speaks so deeply to relationships and to the love that people have for each other. And you need that depth when there's things that go on in life, things that are difficult. You need that depth and to be able to walk through good times, but also to walk through dark times. It's so much more enriching when you have those relationships to help carry someone through. They can be there to cry with someone, but they can also be there to celebrate the different parts of life. And I think that's one of the most enriching parts of my work. Sometimes you just go away and you think, wow, this is what it's all about.
One of my first jobs finishing my social work degree. I worked at Play Sense Activity Center. First time in a managerial position, first time feeling like I was where the buck stopped. And so I was to support families all year round, but come summertime when they're not in school, that's when we offered camp. And Ashton comes in and I go into care mode because he has a look for me that asks for that kind of interaction. And everything in me was talking about risk and how do I make sure that you are happy and healthy and safe. Not bad things, except those are just so superficial.
We are the Buddy Choir. With the Buddy Choir for Waterloo Region's Autism Society.
A little feedback from the mic. And we're an inclusive choir, and anybody and everybody of any ability, of any singing or non-singing talent is welcome to join us. And we're all about inclusion and welcoming everybody and building community.
I started to realize that Ashton wasn't what he was there for. Ashton was looking for friends. Ashton was looking for someone to value what he has to say, what he can do. He didn't come so that I could monitor his medications and his G-tube feedings. That wasn't why he was there. In my head, not understood how much he would be receptive. His body's what you notice first. And so to me, I'd written off his body. I'd written off his muscle tone. I'd written off everything. Able to is something that we often maybe predict ahead of time based on a look. I was so focused on care that I didn't always remember that it's about relationships.
Okay, next one is Brock doing Justin Bieber.
The song we're going to sing is Once Upon a December, and it's from the movie Anastasia.
Dancing bears, painted wings, things I almost remember.
This work started to really change how I view a person and to allow other people to be fuller than I can imagine them to be. Not a person who has a G-tube and a cochlear implant and a trachea, and not bound by something as small as was that person safe and secure today.
Across my memory.
I believe that a journey is started in the simple things. It started the day that I started to understand people is more than a diagnosis. Ashton started a change in me that allowed me to understand a person as able. We should be waltzing here.
Someone holds me safe and warm. Horses tramp through silver storm. Figures dancing gracefully across my memory.
We all have an infinite capacity. It's just a matter of tapping into what's needed to access those pieces. So my gratitude comes from because I'm here today knowing that if I held those same perspectives that I used to hold, I don't think I would be working in neighborhoods, working in communities with individuals saying, I know you have so much to give, we just have to figure out what you want to give and how you want to give it.